Alright folks, welcome to this exciting video where you once again join us in the wild landscape of Scotland. And for today's adventure, we've come to Boddin Point, over beside where the lime kiln is. Channel DJ got a bit of intel that there was an old ice house here for the old fishing heritage and history of this land, which we have documented with the old harbour and stuff on previous videos. But when we came and thought, where is the ice house, we went for a walk around and we noticed this. On this channel we never go in places if they're not open, but we had a look in here folks, and you won't believe what is within this building here. This is the entrance in to the underground labyrinth folks, which is the ancient ice house here. And just check it out, I'll get the torch set up here with the camera so you can actually see what we're looking at. Wow folks, look at this, there's like an old corridor. And just think about the history here. We are literally under the ground. To the current landowner and ice house owner, we come with the greatest of respects here. We're just literally documenting the history of the ice house and we're on our way. And just look here. There's been the old door with the hinges, and look how the stone is cut. And just look at the size of this ancient ice house folks. Look at the roof. There's actually a pulley with a winch. But at one time they may have actually let the hot air out the top of this place through that hole, but also maybe filled and loaded fish if they stored it in here potentially with the ice, or maybe they lifted the ice out and in an area like that. But you can see it on the roof, a square opening up there, and then it's full of fishery gear. But look at the size of it. And we just had to document it folks, because we've recorded so much history in the Boddin Point area. When we saw this, it was just a magical scene. More underground history of Scotland, never seen on the channel and never documented. Like I say as well, we come with the greatest respects to the owner of this place. If it wasn't open already, we would never be coming in to have a look. Wow, I was just thinking it looked like a similar entrance to the John's Haven ice house, which I have also documented that on a video. Just think of the fishing history, even with like this little corridor, the folk that walked out and in it when these old lands were in their prime, and the fishing heritage of these lands is almost gone and forgotten. Like some of the old fishing boats and the old harbour slipway into the water. Even the lime kiln at this spot is totally just about gone into the North Sea. Look, there's a wee swallow just flew through the building. I had the camera the wrong way at that point. But there you go folks, the ice house of Boddin. Another incredible spot hidden within the lands of Scotland. Shout out Channel DJ for bringing the torch. There we go my man. And we'll head on out of this incredible ancient historical wonder. Check out here, look, you can see these old boat anchors and stuff, and that's other historical remains of the fishing within this area in the land. It's so cool to think of the boats that these things were actually tied to at a certain time. I believe some of these were also used, if they broke their lines on their fishing nets, they could drag this through the water to recapture the lines, or to get the nets back from the ocean floor or the North Sea floor, which stretches out all the way up directions to like Norway and places like that. The reason these ancient fisheries had the ice was obviously so they could store the ice here, and when they made their catch they could store it in the ice until they made their deliveries to keep it as fresh as possible. And most of the fisheries had a big ice house, because at one time we were at Inverbervie on a video and we saw the sign and it said where the ice house had been, and only half of it remained. And then on another adventure on this channel folks, I was actually at an ice house up near John's Haven, and I'll link that at the end of this video, because it is cool to document the fishing heritage of these lands of Scotland, as well as all the other castles and incredible history of war that we see on the lands as well on this channel. Right folks, that's been a short video documenting another piece of history almost gone and forgotten in these lands, hidden underground, hardly seen and hardly documented. So it was cool today to see it. So if obviously it ever falls in or whatever, you can see it how it looked, because it's cool, the architecture and the way they built those things back in the day. It doesn't look like it's going to fall in. It looks in great condition, to be honest. It'll be a perfect storeroom. It would make for an excellent shed. Right folks, that's us just about back to the car park, so I'm ending this one here. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye from me, goodbye from Scotland's #1 DJ, and we'll be back with the next adventure, wherever we end up going.